Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel GMB SHOW. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. On Thursday's episode of The Chase, Bradley Walsh was left stunned when he learned about one contestant's impressive hobby. On Thursday night, The Chase's Bradley Walsh greeted 4 hopefuls on the ITV quiz show. The episode, which first aired back in 2022, showcased 22-year-old Ella, who was taking on Mark, the Beast Labbit. Before Ella kicked off her cash builder round, host Bradley couldn't resist delving into her background. During their discussion, Ella dropped a bombshell about her sports achievements. She said, "For the last 10 years, I've represented Wales in cricket, so that's what I do in my spare time." Visibly impressed, Bradley exclaimed, "Have you? I'm not being rude, I don't even think they have a men's team, have they? You are a 1 in a million, brilliant." Ella's cash builder round was nothing short of stellar as she clocked up 6 correct answers, bagging herself a cool £6,000. Bradley couldn't hide his amazement, showering praise for her broad knowledge. Reflecting on her round, Ella told Bradley she'd surpassed her own expectations. Her gameplay obviously caught Mark's attention too, as he laid out a low offer of £1,000 and an eye-watering high offer of £41,000, reports Bristol Live. Opting to stick with her earned sum, Ella braced herself for the head-to-head, but despite a valiant effort, was outpaced at the last hurdle. Viewers took to social media to express their support for Ella, lamenting that she should have made it to the final chase. Comments poured in with one viewer saying, "How she deserved to go through, bless her." While another posted, "For just 22 years old, she's a bright young lady." And yet another shared, "Unlucky there #the chase." In a thrilling conclusion, only Patrick and Stuart secured their spot in the final showdown. Amassing a total of £12,000, they earned a 2-step advantage. With the clock set to 2 minutes, the duo impressively rattled off 13 correct answers, presenting the chaser Mark with a challenging target of 15. The tension was palpable as Mark, in a nail-biter of a finale, caught up to them with just 12 seconds to spare. As host Bradley Walsh praised the contestants' efforts, Mark shared his perspective on the narrow victory. He said, "My prediction was half right. I said they'd get 17, they got 15. But boy, did they miss the girls because you'd be walking back with the money. I got away with that one." It was a rainy Wednesday evening, and the studio lights of The Chase glowed as bright as ever, chasing away the gloom outside. The stage was set, and Bradley Walsh strolled out with his usual swagger and smile, ready to take on another group of eager quiz hopefuls. But he wasn't prepared for what happened during the introduction of the second contestant. "Next up, we have Ellie from Leeds," Bradley said, reading off his cue card. "Welcome to the show, Ellie. What do you do for a living?" Ellie, a softly spoken woman in her late 20s, smiled nervously. "I'm a carer, Brad. I look after my little brother full-time. He's got a rare condition, Angelman syndrome, and I've been his main carer since I was 17. Bradley blinked, lowering his cue card. The audience fell quiet. "Wow," he said, visibly moved. 17? Ellie nodded. "Yeah, Mum passed away when I was still in school. I gave up university offers and everything. But I wouldn't change a thing. He's amazing. Brings me joy every single day." Bradley stepped forward, breaking the usual game show rhythm. "You're not just here for the prize money, are you?" She smiled. "No. I'm hoping to win enough to take him on a proper holiday. He loves the sea, but I've never been able to afford it. A week in Cornwall with proper facilities. That'd mean the world to us." The studio was silent, the tension different now, not from a final chase, but from real admiration. Bradley's voice wavered slightly as he spoke again. "Ellie, you are 1 in a million." She looked down bashfully, but the compliment wasn't performative. It hung in the air with weight. The chaser, Anne Hegarty, even lowered her walls of intellect and gave a rare smile. "I don't say this often, but I'm rooting for you, Ellie." Bradley chuckled, regaining his composure. "Right then, let's win you that holiday." Ellie's cash builder was modest, £4,000, but each correct answer was met with rousing applause. In the head-to-head, Annie offered her the higher amount of £40,000, clearly impressed. Ellie turned and said, "My brother would tell me to go for it." Bradley grinned. "He sounds like a legend. Let's do it." Against the odds, Ellie made it back to the team with the full £40,000. Cheers erupted. Even Bradley punched the air. When the final round came, her presence seemed to supercharge the team. They set a target of 21, and in a nail-biting finish, Annie failed to catch them. The confetti flew, but what stood out more than the win was Bradley's closing words. "There are game shows, and then there are moments like this. Ellie, thank you. You reminded us what really matters. You are, truly, one in a million." And in that moment, it wasn't about the chase. It was about heart. And Ellie, she and her brother finally saw the sea.